YouTube, I'm back, and Future just dropped, and people not fucking with it. Let's talk about it.
I love cheesecake. I love cheesecake at nighttime.
I listened to the album, listened to it like 3 times. First time wasn't really locked in. Second time I locked in. And if I just made this video off just the first listen, I'd be probably telling you guys that this was the worst Future has ever sounded ever. The second listen, he definitely has some super duper low points, but he definitely has some super duper high points, I think, on this album. Some of the stuff is inexcusable. No Misery, that should have not been on the album. Or it should have been a 1 minute song, because the first 1 minute, it's amazing. But I feel like that song captures the rest of the album. Like, it's good in the beginning, then you listen to it a little bit longer and it's like, okay,
I don't want to hear this shit no more.
it sounds like a loop is in the middle of the song. It sounds like an interlude, but I feel like if it was gonna be an interlude, it just could have been Future first minute and then some beat and ad-libs or some shit. I did not fuck with that hook or sample or whatever the fuck was after the singing. That shit just didn't go. And it was choppy. It sounded like it just was put together last minute for the album, if that makes sense. No Misery really paints the picture of the album as a total, as a whole. Let's start from the intro. Fucking Interview is a solid ass intro from Future. I didn't know what to really expect from the album. First hearing the title, everybody probably heard I Hate the Real Me off of was that Beast Mode 2? And you probably was thinking it was gonna be or maybe on that vibe. And it got some of that flavor throughout the album, not in its totality though. It's definitely more of an experimental album, which I think that's why it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. When I think people were probably expecting a fucking Beast Mode and y'all got a fucking Pink Tape. You know, it's definitely levels. And I say Pink Tape because when Uzi was finna drop the Pink Tape, nobody really knew what to expect. And then he dropped the fucking experimental album. I fucked with Flooded the Face, and I fucked with other songs, but I can only really listen to Flooded the Face. But this not an Uzi video. Like, comment and subscribe, by the way. Future dropped an underwhelming album, and I feel like it truly starts with after fucking Interview 1-2. 1-2 has a really good and solid flow coming off the back of fucking Interview. You know what I'm saying? Future is talking this shit, spin, crazy flow. But then after that initial flow, it's just 1, 2. It's like some nursery rhyme shit. Do we want to hear that? I don't think I wanted to hear that shit. You know, like, it would be okay if that was just like, that was that. But like, the whole song kind of takes that entire flow, the rest of the song. Everything that you rapped about and the flow that you used, you never went back to. And that was like the strongest point. That's the same thing as No Misery. You had a good flow in the beginning, then you just, let's put anything here. You know what? Let's just riff these last 2 minutes. That's what it sounded like to me. It sounded like Future was riffing on a lot of these songs at the end of the songs. Just the end of 1-2 is just counting. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you know, 21 Savage, he could do that, but that was 2018. It's not 2018 no more. Speaking of 2018, that was like the worst shit that I've personally heard from Future. I'm not gonna lie. I think that I can confidently say that's Future's worst song he's ever dropped. And it's not even that the song is high pitched and it's so different. The song is 3 minutes and 30 seconds. This is one of the longer songs on the album. I really didn't want to hear that shit for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. I feel like the second-ish flow is kind of stronger, but like once you get past that, it go back to some shit that you don't even really want to hear. Like, if niggas listen to 2018, hey, more power to you, but I just can't listen to 2018. Like, and I think they say it was a reference from his verse on Kendrick Lamar shit off of the Black Panther soundtrack, and I like that flow. I like that verse in spurts. I feel like the high-pitched voice just sound better on, you know, Cast a Spell. Cast a Spell is probably the Cast a Spell is the best use of the high-pitched voice on the album. It really gets me by the bridge and the beat switch. I had to download it after that. A couple of songs I had to do that with. Hollywood I had to do that with. It's just build up. You kind of gotta go with the song and feel like Konnichiwa. I did not fuck with Konnichiwa first listen. Love Konnichiwa right now. California Girls did not fuck with California Girls. Love it right now. Them songs had to kind of like grow on me. And I feel like a lot of this album will have to grow on. Of course, there's plenty of songs that's not going to grow on, which I think is why people are saying such bad things about the album, which I don't think this album deserves high praise. I feel like it's not really one of Future's best, and it probably will never be one of Future's best. It's probably not going to grow on you. Because of songs like Build a Bitch, that shit just sound like, I don't even know. That shit just never goes nowhere. We just learned about how to build a bitch. Off the Hinge, that shit just cool. Kick isn't bad, but it just doesn't really go nowhere too. It's like, it feels like a waste of beat. It's just like cool. Like Kick beat kind of hype up. Like if you listen to Kick, you will know. I'm not talking about the streaming site. It just feels like a waste of the beat. Like the beat sound like it was gonna be triumphant and lit. It was not. It was just cool. Alice, that shit was so bad, bro. That was like a fucking Chris Brown, Kid Ink 2015 beat that he's rapping on. In 2026, might I add. That sounds like some DJ Mustard, DJ Snake type shit. No, DJ Snake type shit. And why the fuck is Future rapping on that, bro? That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, I can't even be mad at niggas calling this the worst shit ever. Cause it has some worst shit ever shit. Like Alice, worst shit ever. Build a Bitch, kind of worst shit ever. Build a Bitch, I really don't know why Build a Bitch is on here. 2018 shouldn't have been here. I could have done without No Misery. Could have done without it. But Wait Up, that could have been the intro. I think that should have been the intro. Wait Up. Fuck Your Interview, Cast a Spell, Money Over Everything, Hard, Super Future, Trench Coat, Hard, Eye to Eye, Peak Future. If you ask me, Eye to Eye is like Peak Future Matt that is not longer. But I feel like that keeps its kind of replayability. Like I keep replaying Eye to Eye. But I feel like it has some of the lowest Future and it has some of the peak Future, I think, too. So I feel like if you really want to go listen to a Future album, you can go listen to this. Maybe skip a few songs. If you going straight from this video to go listen to the album, you can skip 2018. I mean, no, everybody should experience 2018 once. Everybody should experience it once. But I feel like certain stuff like Tank Top P, that shit cool. That sound like a mixtape Pluto throwaway, which I kind of thought this was gonna kind of be like mixtape Pluto, like Evolve. That's what I kind of wanted too. Like I heard so many Future snippets, and they sounded like mixtape Future, Super Future. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of wanted to hear that, but I ain't mad at what we got. I like the Save Me type of Future, the solo type of Future, you know? And I feel like this album, it took some pieces from that, but I don't think it does Save Me and Solo well enough to justify it being a really good Future album. So I can see why people saying it's bad, but it's definitely not the worst thing in the world. It got some of the worst stuff in the world. Alice, don't ever do that again, Future. But Konnichiwa, Eye to Eye, Money Over Everything, the intro, Snow and Sky Me to an extent, Trench Coat. If I Could Cast a Spell, that's hit Future. That's hit Future. But as an album, I probably get it at 6.2. 6.2. I had to think on that. I feel like it got some really good peaks, but like the lows is very low. I'm not gonna lie. So like as an album, 6.2, but the songs that I'm getting from it, Which is, maybe that's always been like Future music. He's never been like a super duper album guy, you know? Like I feel like, I don't know, the way I listen to albums, like in general, I be looking for like some type of consistency. I don't know. Future though, he's still top 2. It's Drake, Future, Wayne, then Biggie, Smalls. No Diddy. Y'all be safe, man.